Good morning, RedHawks Nation. This is your teacher and golf coach, Mr. Duick. I'm here live on location at the Assiniboine Golf Club in Winnipeg, and here is your morning news. Not even close.
Good morning to all staff and students watching from their homes around the nation. I'm Mr. Waldner, and this is my pal Wilson, and these are your RedHawks 360 morning announcements. Welcome to Thursday, May 21st. First, if you are still keeping track at home, it is day 6 on the school calendar, although there will be no card club today for the grades 7 and 8s. In our top story today, Mrs. Lopez would like to send out a special congratulations to the following 4 students who together have read a total of 53 space-related articles on Newsella. Gary, Rhea, Nadia, and Jesse. Mrs. Lopez thinks you are out of this world. These students have also completed 59 Newsella quizzes. Currently, the grade 5 and 6s together have read 193 articles in total. Mrs. Lopez is forecasting the rest of the 5-6 science students to add to this and reach a total of 250 articles read by the end of the week. You can do it, grade 5-6s. Congratulations also going out to Miss Saberin's students who are Julie Falk, the Martins family, Rihanna Friesen, and Jacob Zacharias for completing 10,000 math questions in IXL. In Rose North School Music Month news, and in a follow-up to Riley's Fresh Prince rap from yesterday, considering it is Throwback Thursday, let's throw it back to 2018 and Riley's grade 5 rap debut for Tusk.
Now this is a story all about how our school year went from fall till now. And I'd like to take a minute to sit right there, tell you all about the kids in my class if I did. In a Rose North School, grade 5-6B, something seemed to really be bothering me. School's almost over, that's making me mad. Leaving my friends for a summer sad. June 28th is coming too fast. I really left school, wish it could last. Before we go, I'll tell you about my class. There's 22 of us, and we've got some sass. We have some students who need to make a choice, whether to be quiet or use under course. Miss Opus has a problem with using her phone. I would suggest she leaves it at home. Call an name girl and think the talk is best, but you can pen an AJ to play the rest. Those are the boys who love more sports. Ariana just visited a bunch of airports. Alex is a golfer, he's really good. Grandchildren moving, don't think they should. Rachel likes to sing, her voice so sweet. Holly cleans the locker to keep it neat. Samara is fluent in sign. Isaiah is the one who dresses so fine. H and I play baseball with the boys. Catching and pitching are some of my joys. We are in the playoffs, let's keep them good. We have a good team, I think we could. Hannah is a party animal up the path. This is my very first attempt at rap. James is an artist, his drawings are cool. And Rock and Casey rules the school. Scott plays a law firm, can pull from that. Lyle has a big, ugly, hairless cat. Linnea, Sheila, in year 2, seem so shy, don't know what to do. Being good and orange for Jason and Jesse. I may have the rep for being very messy. Grade 5-6B, see you next year. Grade 6 is 27, please have no fear.
Ooh, buckle up, RedHawks Nation. Here comes your R360 joke of the day.
Hello, RedHawks Nation, and I have your joke of the day. What did the shark say to the other shark while eating a clownfish? This tastes funny.
That's a good one. RedHawks Nation, get your chat windows ready because it's Trivia Thursday. Oh, Alex, you're looking really good today. Your trivia prize for today is a family pack of vending machine snacks that will expire before September, as well as 2 teams in the school's box break. Both teams represent the Big Apple and the New York Rangers and the New York Islanders. One for the trivia winner and one for a friend. Let's head south to Ixtapa, Mexico for your question. Roll the video.
Hello RedHawk Nation, Dustin Waldner down here in Ixtapa, Mexico. Hey, I got a couple of trivia questions for you I want to throw your way. I'll start with the first one at this time. Who was the Canadian, or name the Canadian Prime Minister, that introduced Medicare on a national basis in Canada? The answer is Lester B. Pearson.
Congratulations to Michelle Siemens. Your prize will be held for you in the studio. Remember, Coach Dewick's horse challenge videos are due now. If you hurry out and record yours right after the news and send it in, Mr. K will include it in tomorrow's very special news segment. So far, the students hoping to keep their undefeated streak alive that have not yet submitted a week 3 video are Ava Craker, Colin Bartel, and Eli Dewick. Oh, okay, just getting some news. Ava Craker has just sent hers in. So Ava's clear. So Colin and Eli, if you can get your week 3 video in, you will keep your streak alive. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, it's Throwback Thursday today, and as we sign off today, we're going back to March 15th, 2019 to take a look at a Leaving the Nest alumni interview. Our 360 reporter Leah Pauls spent time on Osborne Street in Winnipeg talking to Jill Sawatsky of Tony Chestnut. Have a great day learning from home, everyone. This is Backwards Jay signing off.
Hello, RedHawks Nation. I'm Leah Pauls, outside of Tony Chestnut Clothing on Osborne. Today, the R360 broadcasting crew will be interviewing Jill Sawatsky, a former Rosenart School graduate who has gone on to establish her own line of clothing. Hello, Jill. Thank you for having us in your store. What are your memories of Rosenart School?
My memories are old because I feel like I went to Rosenart School a very long time ago. But good memories. I liked my school experience very much.
Who is your favorite teacher?
Okay, I feel like I have a 2-part answer for this. Okay, I really liked Gwen Friesen because I just really dig her energy. I feel like she was never afraid to kind of march to the beat of her own drum, which I'm into. But I have a very, very specific recollection of being afraid of Mr. Cornelison, Mr. Lorne Cornelison. Not sure if he's still there. No, not there. I love that. But then when I was in his class, he ended up being one of my favorites. He was a terrific teacher, very lovely, and not scary at all.
Do you have any memories of any current teachers at school?
Shauna Stevenson she never taught me, but she was my volleyball coach for high school, and she was terrific. She was my gal, still is.
Do you remember a specific time during your student years when you got in trouble?
Well, Leah, this is a bit of a hot topic. The hot topic here is that I was a pretty model student from literally kindergarten till grade 10.
Oh dear.
Like, I was like a really good student. I think that everyone watching can attest to that. I got good marks, I played sports, I did my thing. And then there was an incident in grade 11 where I was suspended from school. I got suspended. And I mean, I have no regrets. Let it be known. Larry, I have no regrets. So yes, I did get in trouble, but like not a lot.
All right, now we have a special guest appearance from Amy Zacharias, the owner of Spruced Hair Design and Jill's younger sister.
Hi guys!
Who was your favorite teacher at Resmer School?
My favorite teacher was Mrs. Lopez. Is she still there?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh my gosh, I love that woman. She was my grade 6 teacher, and we got to be in her class when she was pregnant with her first kid. So that would have been like forever ago. And I remember that she had to sit on an inner tube pillow everywhere she went because she was so pregnant and uncomfortable. She taught me lots of good music, like oldies stuff. Yeah, she was my favorite, for sure.
You are one of the biggest Winnipeg Jets fans in school. I heard you once met Timu Solani in traffic. Is that fake news?
That's real news. And we pulled up beside this fancy car, and we saw that it was Team Solani driving.
Oh, okay.
And I like plastered my face to the window and freaked out. And he made a motion to pull over. And we did a little photo shoot, and I have a photo shoot. And then he said, "Are you guys coming to the game?" And like, yeah, no, because I was dressed up like him. And so then he said, "Well, come down to the ice during warm-up." And so we did, and then he came up to the ice and he flipped a puck over for me.
Ah!
Mr. Cornelson is likely jealous, right?
Did you learn anything about sewing in home ec and Morris?
Not really. Except I did take home ec in Morris, but I don't even remember what I made. It was very basic.
Were you involved in any extracurricular activities or sports in high school?
Yeah, I played volleyball. Go Hawks.
Volleyball.
Yeah, I loved volleyball. I played basketball because Miss Isaby forced me to. And I also ran track and field.
Ooh, that sounds fun. What were your best memories?
I think honestly just the relationships that I made with my teammates on the volleyball team, some of which are your mothers.
Yep. Your husband is something of a southern Manitoba small town legend.
Because he's married to me, sorry.
As frontman for the Rippers, is he still rocking?
Yes, he is. Yeah, he is. The band that he's in just celebrated their 20th year playing music together, and they've been named the grandfathers of Winnipeg rock, which is great.
That sounds amazing.
Take me out, show me round, take me back to my hometown. I wanna see those lights. Oh, oh, wanna see those lights. Yeah.
In our alumni interviews, we have a feature called Explain That Gram, where we pull up a few pictures from your Instagram account and ask you to give us the details. Are you up for that?
Okay, sure. So that's my family, and I believe we're leaving for either a camping trip or a road trip. I've got a clean head shave, which means that I mean business. Oh, that one. Oh, this is my oldest son. His name is Rollin. He's 9 years old. And he was asked to go on CBC to talk about the Winnipeg Art Party. So that's him on the radio, doing a live radio interview.
Also, a lot of baseball photos on your Instagram. We've got the rally caps out for this one. It seems like baseball is a family favorite.
Yeah, we love baseball. And actually, so my partner Chris, he's always been a big Chicago Cubs fan, but he's never been to Wrigley Field. But for his birthday, I'm taking him to 3 Cubs games at Wrigley Field in June. So we're going to Chicago.
And finally, what's going on here?
So I think Mo was my youngest kid, and I think he was 4, and he took that photo of me. It was right before Halloween, and we were in the dollar store looking for Halloween stuff, and he found that poop mask, and he made me put on a poop mask.
All right then, let's talk fashion. When did you start becoming interested in designing clothes?
So I went to fashion school, which was a 2-year program, and then that fed me into an internship, and I did an internship for a year. And then after that, I just kind of decided to start things on my own, and so I've been doing this in some context for 12 years. There was one summer where I made 13 wedding dresses, which was gross, but I learned a lot.
What types of clothes do you make?
I make clothing that is functional and utilitarian, but also allows yourself to express yourself creatively.
What is your favorite fabric to use?
I like linen for summer and wool for winter. I work with natural fibers, and those have become my favorites.
Can you tell us a little bit about the importance of buying from a local maker, such as yourself?
I think that, well, fashion is the second industry worldwide that creates the most waste and puts things in the oceans and landfills, which is awful. So I think that from an environmental standpoint, and then also from just a consumerism standpoint, buying things that are made either locally or where you know how they're being made and where they're being made is very important. It keeps fast fashion out of our landfills, and we also want to minimize the notion of unfairly paid clothing makers. And I think that buying from someone like myself or someone like Nathan from Old Hat is a really brilliant way to do that.
When did you decide to open your own store?
Well, this space that we're in right now is only about 4 months old. We've been working towards it for almost a year at this point, but it was sort of offered to me. It was offered to me by my neighbors who I share a space with here. And before this, I'd just been in a studio that I had downtown. And this just kind of seemed to be the next step. It feels like a grown-up move to have a store with real open hours. I'm also really close to my house and where my kids go to school. So I didn't really decide to open a store, but it was definitely the right move for me.
Does the name Tony Chestnut trace back to your summer spent as a kid stretching before breakfast at Beaver Creek Bible Camp?
Ooh! I don't know if we ever sang Tony Chestnut at Beaver Creek, but I sure learned it in kindergarten from Mrs. Hildebrandt. She taught me the song. Karen Hildebrandt is her name. Karen. And so yeah, that it came from the song. And if I can kind of extrapolate on that a little, Tony Chestnut seemed to make sense to me for a lot of reasons. Tony, because that's a men's name, and I like the idea of androgyny in fashion, so I like that it's a men's name, even though I make women's clothing. And chestnut because I feel like it's a nod to the using of natural fibers in my clothes. Yeah, funny fact, everyone thinks my name is Tony. People call me Tony like 75% of the time because they don't know the song because they didn't have Mrs. Hildebrandt as a teacher.
Do you have any one creation that you would say is your favorite?
I mean, I've been doing this for long enough that there's usually a favorite from every collection, but I've got this, can I show something? I've got this linen jumpsuit that has become a favorite both for myself and also for clients because it's very comfy and it seems to just kind of look good on every body type that tries it on. And so for me, that's a big measure of success. If I can make something that looks good on a lot of different body types.
Have you ever designed clothing for someone specific or someone famous?
There's an artist named Wanda Coop, who is likely one of the best known painters in Canada. And she exclusively wears my pieces when she tours. And so currently she's in LA doing a gallery show and she's wearing my clothes, which is lovely. I've also made clothes for lots of different musicians to wear on stage.
What advice do you have for any students who are interested in entering the world of clothing design?
My advice would be to volunteer and get yourself into the industry as much as possible. When I was in Vancouver, I volunteered so much of my time to help with dressing for fashion shows. I think you kind of need to get your foot in the door.
Lastly, we're going to have you do something called Teacher Roll Call, where we put 30 seconds on the clock and you have to name as many current Rosenort teacher staff as possible. What's your prediction for how many you're going to get out of 21?
Ooh, current, this is freaky. Out of 21, I'm gonna go with 12.
Ooh. And the clock starts now.
Okay, Tyler Cornelson, Jerry Waldner, Shauna Stevenson, Grant Platt, Audra Hildebrand, Linda Strachan, Gwen Friesen, Tamara Lopez. Amy, help me out. Not Grant Platt. Reese? No, Grace Malak.
Time is up.
Yeah! Did I win?
That's all I have for you, Jill. Now, tell us, which RedHawk alumni should we interview next?
Well, Amy, my sister, did not graduate from Rosenort. She went there and she finished grade 10. But she's really cool, and she's also right over there. Or Mike Craker. He's travel agent extraordinaire.
Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us today, Jill. We've got RedHawk's mug and pen for you, along with a gift card to Tim Hortons.
Oh my gosh.
And a custom pack of Timu Solani hockey cards.
No, this is great. It's worth it. Thank you, Leah.
This is Leah Pauls signing off.
Take me out, drive me around, take me back to my hometown because I want to see those lights. Oh, I want to see those lights.
My parents are gonna be fine. Also, my kids. Actually, I don't know how to. I don't know what YouTube Live is. Although I obviously can.